hello. Welcome to the J. Jones Show. Yes, obviously, my name is Jessica Jones. That is my real name. Just for all you hoes out there, this is not a created name to be somebody that I'm not. I am Jessica Jones. Originally was going to be named Jessie Jones, but thank God to my aunt who was like, not today. So Jessica Jones, yes, and I am a superhero. So thank y'all. I'm saving the day, but I do charge by the hour. For all the people who have been watching, who have been faithful, who've been out there supporting me since day one, I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm so thankful. Next thing, we're going to talk about the three topics. The three topics were LA parties. Number 2 was relationships in LA. And number 3, Zodiacs, spiritual shit. Number 1, y'all chose LA parties. So that's the main thing I'm going to talk about today. Number 2, you guys also want to hear about the relationships and how it is dating in Los Angeles. And number 3, I'm going to touch on Zodiacs, the LA party. Okay, the LA scene. What can I say that hasn't already been said on motherfucking Instagram? Okay, the Instagram hoes, the plump lips, the plump booties, the fake titties and ass. It's all there. It's all happening. There are times where you will get dressed up in your LA's finest. Your outfit and your whole entire wardrobe is saying, bitch, I'm here. I'm ready. Still standing. Still strong. Okay. You walk in and there's literally nobody in there that you want to see. It's a bunch of cokeheads. Okay. So that's the number one thing. Always make sure when you're out and you're going to these places that you ask the person who invited you, ask, well, what's the vibe here? Like, what are y'all really giving, you know? And if they get a little quiet and they be like, girl, let's pop in, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to worry about nothing. Just come through. Beware. Because the shit ain't lit. If he ain't posted or she ain't posted nothing about that party on Instagram and you check that story and you know most times when you get to LA parties you arrive about 2 hours late because that's being really good. That's a fashionably late for Los Angeles. So if you notice if the party started at 10 and by midnight you ain't seen not one story on that person's Instagram that's saying how lit or showing how many, don't even go. Don't even show up. Because I'm going to tell you about this one party I went to. It was cool. The house is fabulous. You see all this stuff. You hear the DJ going off. You get in there. And it's mostly, you know, white people in there, which I don't mind because, you know, I love my white folks. We're here. But these are the white folks that practice everything but safe sex. Okay. So we walk in and I'm like, okay, this is cool. But then I turn around and bam, it's like lines of coke in that joint. Like, what are we doing here? Like lines of coke. They're like, you can go ahead and partake if you want to. We have a couple lines here, or you can step over to this side. We got Molly. No, this is not the type of thing that I signed up for. Like I'm from the DMV, originally from Virginia, originally from Chesapeake, and we don't do that type of shit. Be careful. When somebody invites you to a LA party, check their story on Instagram first, because you never know what you're going to get your ass involved in. Okay. So here we go. We have this one celebrity party I want to tell you about. He is an R&B artist, great guy, little bipolar. And we found that his party was like out past Woodland Hills. And I was like, you know, I already live in the valley, you know, shit's about to pop. He's not too far from my house. So we go to Woodland Hills. We see all these people parked. There's people parked on all sides of the street. We can hear the DJ from where we're at. It's nothing but black people pulling up. We like, okay, you know, we seeing people that's just lit from like head to toe. Girls is popping out, little to no clothes. Dudes damn near don't even got shirts on. I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. We walk up to the front. They pull out the little stuff, you know, like, okay, make sure y'all don't have any weapons, anything like that. Make sure y'all cool, you know. And another thing about LA, they will typecast your ass. So best believe that whoever you rolling with, your bitches better be clean. Okay, they better be sharp. They better have everything, all they ducks lined up. Every I better be dotted. Every T better be crossed, because they will not let your ass in if your team ain't looking right. So I come in with the team. We're together, of course. We walk in, and so when I first look at his house, instead of it being like this lavish, beautiful house, it looked like a house that you would see in the suburbs in Virginia. Okay, and I was like, damn. Okay. The house is nice, but you know, it's not like whatever. So we was looking like, okay, this house is looking kind of bland. He ain't got much of a front yard, but okay, I can't judge. You know, I'm not at that money bracket yet, but I will be. So we walk around the back, and the backyard is lit. Okay, don't be fooled by the front of the house looking like a little suburb house that don't look like it's popping. We went in the back, and I'm telling you, everybody was in there. Okay, he had the freaking in-ground pool. He had a freaking club. This fool had a club in his backyard. And a bar set up with the daggone, like he had a coffee shop. It wasn't Starbucks. It was like Starhucks or something along those lines. But let me tell you something. The joint was lit. Everybody was in there. The party was wild. We had a great time. It was a moment that I'll never forget. It's because, you know, like, I just want to say this. Shaka Khan was at the party. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to throw her out there. And she wasn't doing nothing. She was just being Shaka Khan. She was a lovely lady. I gave her a hug and told her how much I loved her music. But damn, Shaka Khan, Shaka, dun, dun, dun. Baby, when I look at you. Okay. Don't judge me, because I didn't have any lemon juice before I sung this. But yes, she was at the party, and I'm like, wow, this house is not even that fabulous, but look at Shaka Khan there. Like, we're in here, and it was that person and this person, and everyone was in there, and it was nothing but love. And like, I really appreciate it. And there was no drugs out there. I mean, besides weed. This is LA, it's legal, so that's going to be there. And alcohol, the bar was open, the food, they had a full buffet. I'm telling you, a full black parties. That's why I love us. We have buffets of food, okay? Like, you won't just have an hors d'oeuvre. Your ass will have a full set of things. He had a guy come in and cook fried rice, shrimp, chicken, steak. They had the freaking grill going. Like, everything you could think of was in there. And I'm just like, I'm so appreciative that, if anything, like, go to the parties where you feel like you're at home. If you don't feel like you belong at any of these parties that you come out to, don't go. Don't attend. If you're there and you see how they're treating you and your girlfriends, leave. Get your photos, get your pictures, take your videos, and get the fuck out. Look down at your ass real quick. You got it. I'm out. I'm taking my ass back home, or we're stopping by at the Dime on Fairfax. You know what I mean? Like, I got to find somewhere where I can get some good music in and have a good time, or I'm taking my ass back home. Either or. Make sure that when you go to some of these LA parties, watch out for the dudes who be dressed up, who be trying to act like they stunting on you. They be like, you know what? I work with Diddy. You know what I'm saying? I work with Oprah at her house. I work at Brad Pitt's. No. Number one, if a fool is name dropping too many times and telling you who he worked with and whatever, go far away. Because let me tell you something. If somebody really got it going on, they got money, they got bread, they got stuff working out for them, they're not trying to tell you anything. If you ever go somewhere in LA and somebody's bragging about all the work they've done, chances are they ain't did shit. They were probably doing background or some other things, and they're trying to stunt for you because they're trying to pull you into a trap. Sweetie, I don't know, maybe trafficking. Be careful out here. That's what I'm just trying to say. Be careful with these people trying to stunt, because the shit it's not real. You go to these parties, make sure you watch that Instagram story. Number one, you have to, because that's what's going to let you know whether or not you need to attend. Number two, if the party ain't lit but the house is, make sure you get your Instagram photos and videos before you leave, so you can let people know I just stunted on hoes and I went to bed by midnight. Okay. And then number three, if somebody coming up to you and they bragging about everything, yo, I work with this person, chances are they don't work with nobody. Don't follow through. Get your ass up out of there, or get away from that dude or that female, because chances are they ain't got nothing going on. So those are the top three things that I would definitely say to look out for if you go to an LA party. Number 2, we're going to talk about relationships, and I kind of want him to chime in whenever he gets a chance, because we live out here in LA and we know what it's like. I was on Tinder, I was on Hinge, I was on The League, I did OkCupid back in DC, but haven't done that since, 'cause I thought it was whack. But yes, I did, and Bumble. Now Bumble ain't did shit for me. I haven't really matched with nobody on there, and I'm a motherfucking 10, so I don't know what's happening. Like, what's the problem? I put my best foot forward. I put all my best photos on there, and I haven't got much from Bumble, but I will say I got a lot of love on The League. The League does make you go on a wait list like Raya. Now, I'm not sure if you heard of Raya, but Raya is, they basically check your damn Instagram following, or they check your work background. You have to be like a producer for like Paramount, or a director, or a great like photographer of some sort. Or you have to have like hella followers. Like my roommate has like over 16,000 followers on Instagram in order for them to even consider to put you on there. You have to have some type of like noise happening. Like there needs to be comments, there needs to be a lot of likes or whatever, and then Raya will open up the wait list for you to get in. What was the other site you were talking about?
The other site I was talking about is called
Field. Right. There is something in the field of magic. Okay, I know what I'm saying. Field is another app, and can you explain to me what this app is?
So apparently the premise of Field.
The premise
is you're looking to explore yourself sexually in various ways. Some ways could be you're looking for a threesome. Some ways could be you want to be spanked. Some ways could be all of the above in the same room with another couple.
The beginning of it is, you said Field is about exploring yourself sexually. Wow. Number 1, exploring yourself, threesome, all types of, look, what do we need apps like this for? LA is a place where I feel like people are just getting to work. It's a lot of fuck boys and fuck women out, or fuck girls out here. And excuse me, but it goes on both sides. There is not just fuck boys out here, because clearly, and guys nowadays, what are y'all saying? There's women who treat men the same way?
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of dudes that are into female domination. They like having themselves tortured and then some.
Devin, I was talking about fuck boys and how like when you go on dates, they just looking for sex. They not trying to like have a relationship and have something wholesome and something loving. And then you were like, some of them like dominatrix. They like to be whipped with leather belts.
Yeah. And
they like to be chained to the beds. I wasn't going there yet, but I'm glad that you brought that up, because that's really kinky, and that's really having my mind put you in a certain place. You got to know the people behind the scenes are the bigger freaks. I did download Tinder, so you could judge me about that. It is trash. I'm not gonna. The League hasn't been trash, but Tinder is trash. This is a typical LA relationship. I met this guy on Tinder, and good looking brother, model, doing the damn thing. We want to meet at a place called Tender Greens. Good place that you don't spend too much. So we meet up there, and when the check comes, the date was great. Okay, we had a lot to talk about. We were both nervous. It was real cute. I was like, oh my God, I don't know what to say. Look, he's so cute in my face. Look at his body. Look, his pecs are popping out. And like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying not to like be a fuck girl, but damn, you know what I'm saying? You just didn't have to come out here like that. But anyways, so at the end of the day, we get the check or whatnot. And you know what's so funny? It's not even the end of the day, because Tender Greens, you got to pay for it before you sit down. So we did have a good date after, but when the check came, when we both put in our orders, homeboy took his receipt alone and handed it to the cashier. And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt like, what the fuck? And I looked at my receipt I'm just waiting, like, you gonna pay mine? He walked away, got him a little cup, and took his ass on that side. So I grabbed my receipt and they handed it to the lady. And I was pissed. Because I don't typically do that. I don't go Dutch on the first date. And that's a LA thing. When you're dating artists, okay, and I'm not going to say all artists because that would be ignorant, but that is a stereotype of Los Angeles artists. We went, he didn't pay, and of course, me being from where I'm from and raised by who I was raised by, I had to ask him. And I said, buddy, you didn't pay for the meal and you invited me out on a date. And he said, well, sweetie, on my first dates, especially on these type of sites, I go Dutch because I don't know what I'm getting myself into. So I was upset, and he was like, well, I don't do that. So I was like, and this is the one thing about LA that I want y'all to understand. There are a lot of very, 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 very attractive people in LA, including myself, definitely including me. And sometimes you will allow someone to get by on some shit that you wouldn't really allow anyone else to do because this person is like really good looking. I was like, you know what? This is the first time. I'm not going to charge you to the game. This is off of Tinder. It's not a lot to expect. So I'm going to give him a chance. So we ended up dating. Now, we never became official. He did pay for some dates after that, but he didn't really like going out. Because number one, dating an artist, money's not there. So a lot of times we're always in the house or at his house or just not doing much. I did not like that. So I was nagging a lot. And that's my fault, because when you see something at the beginning that you don't like and you know that it's probably going to end up being like that, don't let these fine motherfuckers fool you. If that's not something that you're down with, cut the shit off at the beginning. We ended up dating, and we just kept going off and on, back and forth. And that was just a clear sign. And then the sensitivity went from 0 to 100 real quick. There were a time we was in the car and we was talking about something, and I was over it. I was just being a little brat, and I was just like, you know what? And he just punched the damn steering wheel. He was like, boom, you don't care. You don't care about anybody. You don't care about me. And a tear formed in his eye, and he looked out the window, and I just sat there, and I was like, I've never seen a man react this way or respond like that and then cry in the car and punch the steering wheel. Shortly after that, it was over. I'm not going to say I was a saint in that situation, because I wasn't, because I was like, you broke ass nigga, half the time. And he was like, and you broke ass. Fast forward, we stopped talking, and I see him a couple years later, and we end up playing on the same flag football team. And, he's out there looking good again. So I'm like, oh, this is about to happen. And he's like, okay, well, let's meet up. And we met up again, and everything was feeling great. And he lied and told me he had a girlfriend because he was afraid. I didn't know men got afraid of women like that when they had to lie and say they had a girlfriend. But after a couple of drinks, that went out the window. He told me he lied about that. So that was another moment where I should have been like, no. So he came back over the crib, and I fell asleep. And nothing happened. And from that point moving forward, I thought, I was like, maybe me being a Cancer, trying to give him another chance and trying to pull on it because he's cute. Let it go. There's a dime a dozen out here in LA. He is not the only good looking man out here. Trust and believe he's not. And I could have moved on a lot faster, but I didn't. So moving forward, I don't waste time with nobody. So he moved on. I'm free, but just know the sensitivity in men is real. The going Dutch out here in LA is real. Apps like Field is real. But you don't even need these apps, to be honest, because if you took your ass out and just walked up to one of these damn bars in LA, everyone's down. They're down for whatever it is. But yes, Relationships can be a little crazy out here, but there are some normal relationships in LA. And I'm not going to say that everything in LA is fucked up. And I'm not going to say that no, there are some things about relationship out here that actually works. So fellas, I like seafood. And I'm part-time vegan. So shut your ass up, bitch. Last but not least, I want to talk about the Zodiac signs. And I want to especially talk about water signs because I am a Cancer. I'm a double Cancer. Birthday's July 20th. I am close to Leo, but there's only a splash. I'm really a Cancer. I am a double Cancer. So my rising is Cancer, and then my moon is Capricorn, and my Venus is in Virgo. So if you already understand that, know that it's trouble. Okay. I will start with Pisces because, I just want to start off with them because they are an open sign, and my mother is a Pisces. God knows I love my mother.
Sisters of Pisces.
Your sister's a Pisces? Okay. You know about him. I love Pisces so much, but what I will say is y'all the biggest crybabies. Okay, let's just be honest. Now y'all can say that Cancers are the most sensitive. We're more sensitive, meaning we're the most sensitive at feeling what other people feel. Pisces are the biggest crybabies known to man. Y'all cry and y'all will pick fights all day long. Cry and pick fights and play the victim all goddamn day long. Like, honey, you can't be the victim all the time. Sometimes you gotta punch yourself in the chest and get the hell up. Stop crying about shit. I have only dated maybe 2 Pisces, and that was the model that I dated. Like, y'all cry too damn much. But Pisces, y'all are always in some other world that did you just moonwalk? Pisces, y'all are a great set of people, but I can never live with another Pisces ever again. The type of crying and victimization that y'all do, I just can't ever do it again. Stop crying about everything. Get up, get out, and stop following the crowd. Y'all are all passive aggressive, passive ass motherfuckers. Stop being so damn passive, Pisces. Okay? Punch yourself in the chest and lead a group of folks somewhere. All that imagination y'all got, y'all should be the biggest animators, the hugest producers, the writing nothing but Harry Potter films every goddamn day. Because I don't know what world y'all in, but come back to life. And a lot of y'all need to be with somebody who's not a water sign, but y'all need to be dating earth signs, like a fucking Taurus. So y'all can sit y'all asses down somewhere. Because I swear on everything, I love y'all Pisces, but stop crying. And y'all may say whatever y'all want to do in the comment section. I don't give a damn. Because you know what y'all gonna do in the comment section? Y'all gonna probably cry. Cry and victimize and say how hurt you are. But that's what y'all do, so it's expected. Okay? Moving on. Cancer. We are the saviors of the world. We are the oracles out here bending spoons with our minds. Cancers, we run the world. Yeah. I feel like we are the biggest psychics. We are the biggest intuitive people. We are the greatest. We are considered cardinal. We are opened and fixed. So we can go with the flow, or we can just be like, hell nah. I love that about us because I don't want to be open and I don't want to be fixed. I like to have that balance of choosing whether I want to go yay or nay. And I lead my own group. Sometimes I follow, but when I follow, I'm following somebody who is along the lines of like Michelle Obama. I'm following someone who's like Martin Luther King. Those type of people, people who make, actual, dents in the world, people who change like the lives of others. But Cancers, yes, we do. I will say this, I love us to death, but we read people too much. At one point you got to give that up, wrap it up. Stop reading people so much. And a lot of times people don't want to be read. I learned that. I can really read people to like the T when I first meet them. But Cancers, we really have to work on overreading people and mothering people to death. Everybody does not want our input, even though it's right, even though mother knows best. Everyone doesn't want to hear what you know best, and no one wants to hear somebody tell you, I told you so. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like, let people live their lives, because a lot of times if you are always like protecting someone, they'll never learn what they need to learn. Okay. Let people fall on their face. They will learn eventually, but we don't have to force them to learn. They will learn because the universe will make it happen, because they need to evolve and become a beautiful butterfly like we already have. Number 2, focus, Cancers, on yourselves more than these niggas. Okay. That is the number one thing. We love to be in relationships. We love. Watch it with the cuddle curse. Get your shit done first. Watch the niggas later. Don't watch them now, watch them later, because the more you focus on what you got going on, trust me, Cancers, we are like natural sirens. I swear I can go anywhere out here and I will just call all types of dudes. Ladies, the number one thing, I'm going off digressing for a second. Go to the bar, order you a sparkling water with lime, and get 2 straws put in it and sip on it, and make sure they put it in a little cute glass, okay? So it can look like liquor, okay? And you sip on your little sparkling water and, yeah, girl. Yeah. And then a guy comes over and he's like, oh, ladies. And he'd be like, what are you having? I'm like, this is a tequila soda, vodka soda, with a splash of lime, or ginger tonic. And he's like, oh, would you like another one? Yes, I would. Go ahead and get it. So he'll go ahead and order it, your little drink, and that's how it works, ladies, because men love to walk on women who've already had, a couple drinks. So go ahead and have you a couple sparkling waters, okay? What can I say about Scorpios? Revenge. Okay, that's the number one thing. There are some really cool Scorpios. The October Scorpios are a little less likely. The November ones, you know who you are. Y'all all know who y'all are. The way that y'all strike revenge on people is sickening, and y'all need to let that shit go, because the more revenge you strike on somebody else, you know that shit's coming back to you, right? Stop trying to strike revenge on everybody who has wronged you. Niggas is gonna wrong you for the rest of your life. People are gonna talk about you until the day that you die. I'm sorry, it's life. It's going to happen. What else can you do? There's nothing else you can do about it. Just live your life. Live the best life that you can, Scorpios. But y'all are so deep. So Pisces can be like the crybabies. They're like at the top of the ocean, right? Because they can kind of float into the streams, the lakes, the springs, whatever they want, because they're just open to wherever the current takes them. Then you get the Cancers, and we can get deep down into our feelings, and we can get more into like the deeper waters, where all the coral reefs, and even further than that, where the whales and the dolphins, all of that down there, and we can get really into it. Scorpios will take your ass so far down to the bottom, down deep sea diving, where you don't recognize what the fuck that animal is that's swimming towards your ass with a light on the top of his head and razor sharp teeth and clear ass body. That's how deep a Scorpio will take your ass if you allow it. If a Scorpio don't tell you shit, you're in a good place. But once they reveal some dark shit, beware. You are forever in the deep sea of their lives. You are in the part of Atlantis that you don't even know how the fuck you landed on it. Like, how did I get here? Because I didn't even know this place existed. But it does. A Scorpio will allow your ass to see that it does exist. I'm not against dating Scorpios again. Never really dated a Cancer. I don't know if I'll ever go back to the Pisces, but I love that deep love. But next time, the person, he has to be a little bit more balanced than where I've been. But yes, that is the water signs. Let me know what you think about today, and how much you loved today, and how much you appreciated it, or whatever you want to hear. And if you want me to bring in more co-hosts, let me know. I love some really good feedback, and I really want to hear from everyone out there. Leave a comment down below. Share my shit. Subscribe to my shit. Show me y'all love me, okay? Because I love y'all. I got nothing but love for everybody out here. We all need some love. We all need some help. And if I can be that LA navigator that you need, by all means, keep watching. Remember this: you have the power to create whatever you want. So become the alchemist. All right? Do that for me. Thank y'all for watching once again. This is my podcast. This is my vlog, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Thank y'all. This is the Jessica Jones Show. A do 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 do. A do do.